gospel readings during the course of the church year. That is my absolute favorite gospel reading. I love reading that gospel reading. As a matter of fact, on Christmas Eve, I just can't wait till we get to the gospel itself because I love going through all those names. So let me ask you a question. How many people actually listened to the gospel that I just read? Raise your hand. Okay, looks like just about everyone. Well, since you listened, let me ask you this. What was the name of Zaccagnini's daddy? I can't remember either. You know, this afternoon, it was about 2:30 in the afternoon, I came over to the church, and I just wanted to double check, make sure everything was ready to go for our Christmas masses, for Mass at 4 o'clock, and this one at 7, one later on tonight at 10:30, and the one tomorrow morning at 11. I just wanted to make sure that everything was set, everything was ready to go. So I'm walking around the church, and I said to myself, boy, the church is absolutely beautiful. I was just looking at the decorations, the creche, all the trees, the lights. I just said that this church cannot get any prettier than this. Now, that was at 2:30. Now, as I stand here before you, I realize now that I was dead wrong. Because at 2:30, I was the only one in church. And the church, in fact, was pretty. But right now, the church is even prettier because all of you are inside of this church. You are decorating this church to an extent that I didn't see at 2:30 this afternoon. So the church, in fact, has gotten prettier, and I thank you for being here. Now, I don't want to lose the feeling of this evening. I could actually feel Christ. Can you feel Christ? I feel him in my heart. I feel Christ in the presence of the church. I can feel God among us, and I feel God, and I see Christ as I look at all of you. So I'm going to lose that. And so what we're going to do this evening is this. Let me give you the instruction first, and then we'll do it. What I'm going to ask you to do is eventually to stand. I'm going to ask you to turn to the people around your location, left and right of you, those might be family members, and to extend to them a Christmas salutation. And then move to the people behind you and people in front of you and wish them a Merry Christmas, ask them where they're from, what their name might be, just to get to know them. You know, what happens is this. We live in a global village. The earth is big, but it's kind of small. And we're all in this world together. But sometimes there's divisions that separate us, and the division seems like walls that we just cannot tear down. But all you have to do sometimes is to reach out and say hi to a person and shake their hand. Then all of a sudden, if any style of division existed between you and that person, it automatically goes. So we're going to do that. So this is your opportunity to talk at Mass. And if you ever want to talk during church, now here's what happens. If someone over here sees a buddy of yours way over there, you're more than welcome to go over and say hi to him, or vice versa. So this is your opportunity just to mingle, just to get to know each other, and we'll let you do that for a while. So go ahead and stand and try to get to know your neighbor. Thanks, guys, for being here. Hey, how are you? Same to you. Thank you for being here. Hi, buddy. Same to you guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Same to you. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys, for being here. Thank you, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Same to you. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Cheers, honey. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, guys. That was kind of fun. That was nice. You know what happens is it just works that way. You know, the child psychologist Leo Buscaglia used to say that the greatest healing gift in the world is the gift of touch. And just to reach out and to touch someone and to say hi, or just to pat them on the back or lift them up some way, it changes an attitude. It changes the world. And it makes the world a better place to live. So we're all in the world together in this little global village. It's 27,500 miles in diameter, but because of communication and air travel, it's getting a lot smaller. And we're connected in so many different ways. So we always have to remember that we got to treat each other good. We got to reach out to each other so we can stay connected in a positive way. That's how we can make this world a much better place. You know, I'm sure maybe some of you might have already opened up some of your gifts already before coming to Mass. But there's probably a good chance after Mass this evening you might be going home to have a supper. Maybe you had supper already. But you're probably going to begin the process of opening up your gifts. And hopefully you get what you wanted. But the truth of the matter is this. If you get the gift you wanted or you don't get a gift that you wanted, does it really matter? Because we are so blessed in so many different ways. Everyone in this church tonight, without exception, we have so much going for us. The good Lord has given us so many gifts. Wait, let's just watch this video, just to see how blessed and fortunate we are. Whether we receive a gift tonight or not, it doesn't matter, because we are all been blessed in many different ways. Let's take a look.
Remember throughout the year to be thankful for what you have. If you have food in the refrigerator, clothes on your back, a roof overhead, and a place to sleep, you are richer than 75% of this world. If you have money in the bank, in your wallet, and spare change in a dish someplace, you are among the top 8% of the world's wealthy. If you woke up this morning with more health than illness, you are more blessed than the million who will not survive this week. If you have never experienced the danger of battle, the loneliness of imprisonment, the agony of torture, or the pangs of starvation, you are ahead of 500 million people in the world. If you can attend a church meeting without fear of harassment, arrest, torture, or death, you are more blessed than 3 billion people in the world. If your parents are still alive and still married, you are very rare, even in the United States. If you hold up your head with a smile on your face and are truly thankful, you are blessed because the majority can, but most do not. If you can hold someone's hand, hug them, or even touch them on the shoulder, you are blessed because you can offer healing touch. If you can read this message, you just received a double blessing that someone was thinking of you. And furthermore, you are more blessed than over 2 billion people in the world that cannot read at all. Have a good day, count your blessings, and pass this along to remind everyone else how blessed we all are. And have a very Merry Christmas.
Every one of us here without exception tonight, we all have so many beautiful blessings the good Lord has bestowed upon us. So when you open up your gifts tonight or tomorrow morning, and hopefully you'll get something that you absolutely wanted or needed or would really appreciate, that's nice. But if you don't, does it really matter? It actually doesn't. Because everyone here in church tonight, we are all so blessed. The good Lord has given us so much. And the greatest gift he has given to all of us was the gift of his Son. And with Jesus Christ in our lives, we can do just about everything and just about anything. There are no limits as long as we keep him in our heart. He is the ultimate gift.